But I also want to get all the Ratchet and Clank games because I never really played a whole bunch of those. So I want to get those and do all that. There's just too much, man. There's too much. Too much. Too many games to play. Too many games to play. So little time. Only have 6 to 8 hours a day, dude. To put to all this. To put the time to all this, man. All right. Do we just do a classic Isaac, or do we switch it up? I still don't have your mantle. We could do an Eden run. Samson needs to fight the lamb. You just need to do everything on the down path. Yeah, you know what? Samson needs to fight the lamb. Let's go fight Samson. Or let's go do this one with Samson here. Let's not fight Samson. We need Samson alive. And let's just see how things shake out. Let's see how things shake out. But happy Friday, y'all. Fuck me. I fucking immediately lost my heart. Damn. Nah, kill him? Alright, fine. Fine, you've convinced me. You've convinced me. I'll check my treasure room, and then I'll see if I want to commit to the joke. Oh, 2 red hearts is nice. What was I saying? I do not remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, just a lot of games, man. Just a lot of games. So much stuff that is coming out and is already out that I just have not been able to play. And I am, oh, I forgot about I'm excited. All right, we're good. Plus, on top of that, I mean, like, we have so many, like, long RPG games that we're going to be playing through, not counting Final Fantasy. You know, I mean, shit like Cyberpunk and all that and everything. Just takes some time, you know? And I mean, to be fair, it didn't feel like God of War really took us that long to beat, but like... You know, judging by how much I liked it is why I'm giving myself a little bit of a breather before, especially with Star Fox coming out, before Ragnarok, just so that, you know, I don't get sucked in and one-track minded. Shit. Literally. All right, we can go through here. No enemies. What do we got? We still got a couple rooms. I haven't found my treasure room. Let's go find that. Roid Rage, definitely good. Yeah, not... I'm so glad that it seems like I fixed the automod stuff, by the way. I got automodded in a chat the other day. And it just like it just made me feel like I just felt like, oh, that's actually not bad. Especially since we already have a high speed. That's actually not terrible. I felt so like just like, oh my god. like come on, man. I barely even said, I don't even remember what exactly I said, but it was barely anything borderline. And I was just like, it was like, Automod is reviewing your message. And I was like, really? Come on now. Ooh, Mama Mega? I kind of want to take Mama Mega with us and, well, I can't. I can't. Okay, hold on. Here's how we do this. Just to make sure that I have the shit. We take this, just in case this isn't right. Put the bomb here. It wasn't right. It might be here. Okay, and that's why we did that. And there's 2 more bombs in here, so maybe one of these guys will give us the coins that we need. This may be a little stupid, but I really want Mama Mega. Oh, literally just enough. Literally just enough. Worth. Now what floor I end up using Mama Mega on, I'm not sure. But we will get to there when we get to there. Let's go alt floors. And thankfully, too, I mean, me and Snowy already looked it all through as to what's coming out and everything, and mapped it all out. And honestly, it's not too bad in terms of what I really want to grab, you know. For ooh, Freezer Baby. Oh, my backstabber's so much better. But yeah, thankfully, you know, whatever we are getting in terms of the games is not really that bad. And plus, too, I gotta start playing Tomodachi Life. We never started playing that. I got so distracted by God of War. I never started on Tomodachi Life. All right, let's do the boss real quick so I don't lose any more deal chance. Whoops. Well, I guess I'm using Mama Mega on this floor. Yeah, fuck it. I'll take Abaddon. Why not? Whatever. Let's see what happens. Alright, the Eternal Heart gives us at least one heart of, you don't die damage, so that's nice. Hey, cool. That's great. Which means we get into the shop for free. Okay, there goes a thing that I would have wanted. That's fine. That's fine, Mama Mega. Don't worry about it. And I definitely want to check out this curse room. Tears down. Epic, dude. Great. Great. I love that. That's my favorite. That's my favorite when that happens in video games. I love it. I love it when video game tells me to go fuck myself. Tears down. Luck's down. Hearts down. Poop down, shit down, balls down. Now, thankfully, we did get a decent damage up, too, so. We did corner ourselves, which is ill-advised and stupid. Oh, man, dude, this tears down sucks. That tears down was fucking detrimental. Golden Razor, yuck. Pinking Shears is also kind of yuck, but I guess it's free flight if we need it. If we need it. All right, let's see what's in the shop. Black Candle is pretty good. That pretty much guarantees we will never get a curse again. Oh, hey, look, flight. But, oh, if I only had a way to reroll. I will absolutely take Transcendence. Flight is beautiful. Which means now I get you for free. Ha 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 ha! Which means I can go back through these rooms and see if there was anything else I could get for free. A kiss, maybe? Us having the ability of flight is also going to help me with maneuverability. So what does this do? Fucking absolutely nothing. which that will also probably help us a decent amount with pickups and everything too. And I think our damage is just like this too, which is nice. No damage coming in. Not a lot of this coming on in either, which sucks. Anyone want to give me a soul heart? Nope. Okay. Fantastic. Don't need that. Not a big fan. The new NCD Marvel stuff at the store today and got the doctor doing pre-cons. So with that deck, I should be able to finish my Green Goblin deck. Did not know the decks were $80 actual robbery. Oh, yeah. All those pre-con decks are, you know, they're $80. And it's because they come with a lot of shit, but it is absolutely way too much money. It is absolutely way too much money. Strixhaven decks were only $50. Yep. They have gotten more expensive for some reason. Easy peasy boss fight. I have been seeing that a lot of places have, that sucks, have been increasing the prices of their cards. Because of the fact that they're trying to combat scalper prices. GameStop, I think, is the biggest culprit of this. When they're actually not, and they're just outpricing the people that could actually afford the hobby. Oh, right, I had the story about Star Fox when I went. It's nothing really super, of course. It's nothing super like, oh, God, you know, and everything. It was just very funny to me because there were a bunch of I went to Best Buy and I had to drop Snowy off at work, so I was there a little bit early to pick up my hold on, these guys require a little bit of focus. To pick up my copy of Star Fox. We're good. And there were, I want to say, 20 people lined up outside, and I was kind of like, man, I wonder why there's like so many fucking people out here. And my answer was given to me as soon as I got in there. There were all a bunch of grown-ass adults trying to scalp Pokemon cards. And I was like, oh, great. And yep, and so because the manager there, she's like, hey, are you here for Pokemon cards or just a store pickup? And I was like, oh, just a store pickup. And the way that she immediately was like, oh, let me help. And it sucked too because they all immediately like crowded around the one area. Everybody started getting real like cagey when I like was walking up because they were letting people in, and there's, you know, 2 doors. Like it's a double door situation, and I was just going in, and you could see all of the other people getting super uncomfortable because I was just walking up and going into the store when it opened, and they were like, but we got here first, our imaginary lines. You know, and then I audibly heard while I was waiting for the lady to come back, oh, Eve's mascara. Ah! Okay, Eve's mascara might be a little bit better, but damage-wise, but oh man, 2020. I mean, that was really like, do you want $1 or $1 kind of situation. That still sucks. Ugh. Anyways, though, but they, there was a child that had gotten there, and they were pretty excited about getting some cards, and of course, the 20 losers that were there had, God, I don't even know how much in their hands. I saw people coming through with like, I think the dude next to me that was checking out was probably had like, I think $200 is what I heard his total was worth of Pokemon stuff. And like, as I was waiting there, I saw a kid come in and he was like, well, let's just hope. And like, they all pretty much had that. And I was like, come on, guys. Like, shame on Best Buy, on our Best Buy for not having any buy limits, but also like, come on, guys. Come on. This kid's here early with his fucking Mima and Pop-Pop, and you know, you're gonna deny him his fucking Pokemon cards, all because you want to make like a couple dollars reselling this shit. Ridiculous. So that was, you know, that was the fun that I got to have that morning. Was just getting to see, you know, see some scalpers firsthand. Ooh, Buddy in a Box. I think I can get Buddy in a Box and that Soul Heart. Awesome. 555. Yes, we are clowning on scalpers. Yes, absolutely. I had the unfortunate misfortune of having to just be in a facility that opened up while they were just on the premises. What's up, Mustang? Welcome in. Hope your meeting went well, dude. Nate. Hope it wasn't a boring shit-fuck meeting. Okay. Here we can go. I hate this boss. I hate this boss so much. I hate this boss so much. PJ's is dope. That gives us some room to breathe here. Yeah. I mean, for damage, dude, like, we're playing a little risky Biznu, but you know, I mean, it's you know, it'll be worth it. I hate these guys. I hate these guys. I hate these guys so much. Ooh, there's a library. Okay, cool. We can get some bookworm. Maybe, you know, get a little bit of... what I really need is, like, I need tier rate. I need tier rate bad. I am struggling right now. I was reading chat. Or at least attempting to. Ooh, a dime. Honestly, I wouldn't mind taking Book of Secrets with me over the shears, because the shears kind of fucking suck. Especially now that I have, like, built-in flight. And Pivot Games, welcome on in. Quick one with another coming up soon, the usual weekly talks. Reading for summer reading? Oh, hell yeah, what are you reading? What are you reading? I'm currently reading the Metamorphosis, because I have not read that book in a long time, by Franz Kafka, and it is it's pretty damn good. It is very much just kind of like he turns into a bug, and his family is kind of like, what the fuck, for like three chapters. It's a short story, so like obviously. But it is, it's pretty fucking good. Hey, range up, honestly, is really nice. You fuck. Stop it! I am waiting patiently. Need to check for book 5 at Dungeon Crawler this weekend. Was about done with Gate of the Feral Gods. I am still looking for book 1. In terms of, like, trying to find book 1 as a, at, like, one of my used places, because, like, I don't want to get it new. And everywhere that does have the new Dungeon Crawler books are, like... They only have the new ones, and not any of the first ones. And I'm like, please, I just need the first one. I want to start reading it. I normally give these books, like, you know, 3 to give it the chance. And, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, you move so fast. What the fuck? I was not expecting the quick speed. I've not been on these floors in a hot minute. Tropicamide is great. Tier size up is pretty dope. And Ryder, welcome on in. There we go. Oh, about the oh, okay, I see what, okay. I was getting excited because my friend, oh my god. My friend was reading, that spider was just eating my ass. The jar does nothing for me. I will take these. And that does nothing, okay. But no, it's been it's really fun reading stuff that has like just a different cadence to how, like, you know, we speak, because obviously, like, you know, the way that we speak and the way that they spoke back in back when some of these things were written, it was the same thing with I think that's just gonna take me down. I don't think I'm on decorative tile. I've already fought the boss, so yeah, it's just gonna take me down. All right, that's fine. I did want to go mausoleum, but it's okay. It's just interesting. It's just interesting because I'm reading stuff and I'm like, also, by the way, whoever translated, or not translated, but whoever, like, you know, because, like, you know how you get those books of, like short stories that are really influential, like The Metamorphosis, right? And then, like, people, you know, are like, you know, oh, you know, these things to put. There are so many notes in the book and everything that are on pages that don't feel correct, is the best way to put them. Because, like, there was a thing where they were talking about street lamps, right? And then, like, shining through, like, the window. And then the annotation that was in there talking about the lamps was like, oh, specifically, like, you know, like, lamps. and I was like, yeah, man, I got that. Or, like, talking about something else and then adding literally no oh. Okay, I say we get to the dark room, we R-key. We get to the dark room, we R-key. I was complaining about Franz Kafka's fucking thing, and I couldn't, like, it's a good book. Don't get me wrong. It's not confusing. The language, like, in it is not confusing, like, at all. But, it's just so interesting to me that, like, a sentence can say, you know, he opened the door pretty much, and then the annotation will be like, literally, the door. And I'm like, yeah, that's what the sentence said. Like, that's not confusing. Why do you feel the need to specify that, like, yeah, homie opened the door, man? Like, I'm not 8. It's just, it was very, like, I was just confused. Mini Mush is great. Some speed and range. There's been a couple things like that. I could go grab the book when we go to Star Fox real quick and just, like, give some examples, because, like, there's some shit that's annotated in there that I'm like, what are we talking about? You know, like what is genuinely, what are we talking about? I can't donate anymore, so see if you give me anything. Bum friend. That fucking sucks. All right, Mom. Let's get rid of these rocks so I'm not dealing with shit. Yeah, my tear rate is abysmal, dude. At least I have the speed that I need. I'm locking in so that I can try to get some hits in, since my fucking abysmal ass tier rate. I'm hitting Mom like once every 4 seconds. If that. There we go. Jesus fucking Christ, man. We don't really need damage. We need to go down, though, so it doesn't matter. If one of these were dead cat, that would have been way better. I'm saying how much I need to write and how to describe it all. See, now it's even, but the thing is with it is that it's not even like, you know, the writer doing that and like being like, you know, I was unsure, you know, like it's whoever like is annotating the book, right? And that I think is what's the silliest thing to me. This might have been a mistake. You'll get what I mean when I read like the one thing, like the door thing specifically is what really set me off. It'll make a little bit better sense when I can explain that way. Okay. Because I could understand if it were like symbolism, you know, but there's no symbolism. They're not explaining symbolism between. I'm gonna go get the thing. I'm gonna go get the thing real quick. Hold on. Let me get the book. Let me get the book because I'm trying to remember off of memory and I'm not doing it well. Hold on. Okay. There's a couple in here that don't make any sense. All right, so here's this one. Here's the sentence that it is annotated with. I will tell you the sentence and then I will read you the annotation. So I didn't need the locksmith after all, and laid his head down on the handle in order to open wide one wing of the double doors. And then a little asterisk, and then at the bottom of the page, literally the door. Yeah, he opened the door. Duh. Like literally the door. Yeah, that's what the sentence said. What are you talking about? Again, there's no symbolism here. He's already a bug. He's already a bug. That's sentence 1 of the short story. There's no symbolism behind the door. It's literally like them he's opening the door to show his family that he's a horrid little bug creature now, right? And it just and it's just talking about him opening the doors. Hi, Gohan. Yes, I know, I'm worked up. And then, okay, what was the other one? There was one that just completely changes a word for no reason. Oh yeah, here's the other sentence. Okay, this one also didn't make any sense to me because, like, I feel like they're two completely different words that changes the meaning entirely on like how you interpret them. So this is the sentence is written. Instead, he drove Gregor on as if there were no obstacle, with exceptional loudness. The voice behind Gregor did not sound like that of only a single father. Now this was really no joke anymore, and Gregor forced himself, come what may, into the doorway. Now that seems pretty straightforward, right? That's like a very straightforward sentence, where it's like, oh, yeah, so like, you know, yeah, that like, we get what's going on there. There's an asterisk at the very beginning of that sentence. Where could that be possibly? What needs explaining in that one, huh? What needs explaining in that was in that already very verbose M-filled sentence that needs explanation? The word instead has an asterisk next to it, and it just says at the very bottom of the page right there, perhaps. I feel like, personally, for me, in my interpretation, instead works fine there, especially in the context of, like, the way that they speak and everything, especially, like, back then, you know, makes sense. And also, I feel like perhaps, that's very clear as to what's happening and what is driving Gregor and everything in this sentence, right? And to do the things he's doing. Perhaps leaves it to be like, maybe this is what's happening. We're not really clear. No, we're very clear. Gregor is the one we're looking at this through the lens of his eyes. That he's telling us. There's no context. You're just changing things. Like, that's what the point of the asterisk is for, to give context to extra things. There was another one that was so stupid. Hold on. There's like the streetlight one. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, I know, I'm getting worked up. Perchance. It's not even giving context to the original language of the culture, the time and place. It's just making sure you know an obvious word. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. This is the only one that I'm like kind of makes sense, but then it doesn't, because I'm like, why would we need extra context in terms of this for anything, for any reason? Where is it? Oh, here we go. The light of the electric street lamps lay in pallid streaks on the ceiling and on upper parts of the furniture, but underneath where Gregor was, it was dark. That's the sentence, right? Street lamps. That makes sense. Streaking. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. This one doesn't make... This asterisk, in terms of a word, makes no sense. We all know street lights exist. Those are things outside. They've been around a while. The asterisk on this one is on street lamps, and it just says streetcar. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? There's no, like, sentence saying, like, oh, this could be alluding to the fact that the light was streaking in from streetcars passing by the house, blah, 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 whatever. No, streetcar. That's all it says. What book is this? I'm reading the Metamorphosis. It's the Metamorphosis. And, like, it's a good book. I'm ignoring the annotations, like, entirely. It's only 55 pages. It is 55 pages, and in 30-something pages so far that I got through this, in reading this today, it pissed me off. Because whoever the fuck is adding little tidbits in is just going like, sure, this is what this would mean. It's like, dude, the original context of whatever the fuck is being said in here makes perfect sense. You going in and putting a little asterisk next to a thing feels like you're just trying to hit a quota for a school paper. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Either way, the book is good. It's a good book. I enjoy the book. And then, of course, there's a whole bunch of, like, documents and critical essays and bullshit in the back I'm not going to read because I don't need to, you know, I know the story. You know, I know the story. I'm reading it because I haven't read it in forever. And it's good. And I enjoy it. I don't need to read, especially if these are the annotations, I don't want to read what essays are what literary essays are in here. Because, like, it just instead for perhaps. And then literally the door? Yeah, bro. He opened the fucking door. No shit. I'm gonna go put this back outside. It's been eating away at my mind. It's just been eating away at my mind and like just driving me crazy. It is driving me crazy. I really hope. I've got like 15 pages left of this that I'm gonna finish after stream. Cause I read like the first 5 before bed the other night and I was like, I'm tired. And so I read a decent amount before stream this morning. And now I'm like, I want to finish it because, again, it's good. And I do not remember how everything ends. But, like, fuck, man. Like, I feel like I'm a fucking page away from them annotating the word the. Hi, Boban. Yes. What's up, buddy? You want to sit in my lap? Oh, the cat cam's not working. Oh, that's why. May have to do with translations versus particular verbiage that Kafka used. The thing is, though, is like, I can understand that if it were confusing, though, is the big thing. If it were confusing, you know, or if like the translation were a little like, you know, because I've had that with translations again that make, you know, kind of that change like the meaning and stuff like that or whatever. But like the original intent of everything from the translation before you even get to like things, I'm like, yeah, I understand this. I get it. None of the other shit makes sense. When they're talking about other shit, it's like, dude, if it's literally a different word in the case of, you know, street lamps or versus streetcars, or stop that. Or, you know, something like that, or instead of using instead and then using perhaps, because again, those are two wildly different sentences if that's the case. You know, you're writing the book. You don't need to, you can just change the word. If you're translating it, you can just put a different word there. Cause again, don't get me wrong. I can understand if it's like, if it gives context, you know, if it were like, hey, you know, the words here are used this way in this and blah, 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 and this and that. But just know that in the original translation, it's more this, and it's a little difficult to convey this in this, you know, in this translation, blah, 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 because we don't have a word that expresses this, or we don't have like a phrase that expresses explicitly this. So, you know, this, and that, because languages have that. Spanish has it, and a whole bunch of other languages have that. There's words that express very specific feelings that are a lot more verbose or just difficult to explain, you know? But it just isn't that. Like, none of that is that, and it completely, like, it's just like weird. It's just weird, man. It's pissing me off. Because it's like, the thing I remember is like, going back to school, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I remember reading Shakespeare. There was annotations at the bottom explaining like, oh, you know, this is what this word means, or like, this is what this word means in the context of this at the time, you know, and You know, it's like, oh, butter didn't mean this back then. It actually, oh my god, I'm in hell. It actually meant this at the time and everything. Great. You know, and it's like, oh, okay, I see now. I understand it. I get it all the better now. It just ain't that. It's making me mad. Because now I'm remembering, I feel like my friend said something very similar to it when he was reading it, where he was like, yeah, this didn't make any sense. No. So, you know. That's what I've been reading recently. Stop sucking me! I'm reading a, after this, I'm reading one more short story, and then, I'm getting back to my Warrior Cat stuff. I'm halfway through the first series, and I wish to read it so bad, and but I just also have to, I know I have to read these other things, because if I don't, I will not read them. And also, we're borrowing these books from a friend, so we want to give them back as soon as possible. Cool explosion, dude. Here we go. Oh, range. Range. Comes original German relies on complex bureaucratic language and dry irony. Translators use footnotes to explain untranslatable wordplay, but these technical explanations can interpret the chilling flow of the narrative. This is the one thing. This is one thing Google says. Again, that makes sense, and I get that, and but like, the thing is that it said it's doing it for nothing. You know? I don't feel like my addition of whatever I have does that. Because it doesn't expound on any of like the original, like, anything of that. You know, it doesn't say, like, it doesn't explain any of that or, you know, do any of that. It's literally just like, you know, literally the door. Who's the translator on the one you have? I do not know, actually. As a matter of fact, I don't know. I did not look at it while I was ranting and raving there. Because, I mean, like, you know, it's talking about the fact that he opens the door and then the little thing just literally says, asterisk, literally the door. Yeah, it's what I just said, you know, and then the perhaps you know, the perhaps and thing is also what gets me. And it's like, like these are two completely different sentences. I forgot that does a full heart of damage. All right, well, Star Fox.